Hey everyone, welcome for round one of Standard from what was that date?
First. It was
The first, yes, March 1st.
Today's the second, but
Yep, doing it from historic Game Storm's computer room.
Yeah.
As always, yeah. So round one, we have a real treat of me.
Tom Denby here.
Tom Denby
Also
on the
known
left.
as the real Dom Denby versus Anthony Dominguez.
I, as always, am on Esper control. I mean, I was rocking the blue-white for a while, but I saw a 10-0 list from the Mythic Championship played by Michael Hamilton, and I'm on 74 of his 75. I didn't want to play the third Search for his Canta. I wanted to try one Dawn of Hope because I think that card's really good right now.
Yeah.
And you can see that's actually it's my first draw of the game, and I don't play it until about turn 7, but it ends up winning me the game. Anthony here is on Gruul Midrange, and he's got no plays on turn 1 or 2. So when I see green and red lands enter on turn 1 and 2, and they don't have any plays, I'm feeling great.
Right, and they board into the Zertok goblins. They're not playing a main.
Well, he's actually on a really spicy Brewman. He's got main deck Karns, main deck what's the other one that I saw? Didn't see what he told me about. Domri Raid. So this guy's actually a bit of a problem for me. Gruul Spellbreaker.
Yeah.
And he chooses to not get in for 3. He just makes a 4/4, which I was like, okay, that's cool with me. Because I'm just holding this cast down. I'm just going to do it to play a land tapped.
Yeah.
Totally fine to just develop my lands here. Trade 1 for 1. He does it again. This time he's going to get me for 3.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't.
Yeah, no, in this matchup, you got to go through the haste.
I guess he doesn't know if you're on control or if you're on mid-range.
Yeah, he has no idea what's going on yet. I mean, at this point, you've seen mono removal, so you kind of put me on control.
Yeah, but prior to that, not necessarily.
No idea, yeah.
Let's see, Chain Boiler.
Gonna put me to 16. No, I shocked last turn, actually, with the Watery Grave. So I should be at 14, I think, right? Yeah.
Oh, to play the Mortify?
Yeah, he's going to hit me here down to 11. I'm going to draw 3 on his end step. I'm a big fan of this card, Precognitive Perception.
I'm more of a fan when it's on your main phase, though.
Yeah, I'm still fine with just drawing 3, though. You'll see, I just draw straight gas. I draw another one, my land drop, and then another removal spell. Another land here. He's not doing a whole lot here, so I'm really happy about where I'm at.
Right, yeah. I mean, let's see, you got some Absorbs, the Dawn of Hope, and what's the black card?
That's another cast down.
Okay.
Oh, no, that's not another cast down. That's a Cry of the Carnivarium, yeah. I was like, that's countered, my man. He's like, oh, yeah, that's what counter spells do. That's what he said.
Nah, they don't do that. I don't know what you're talking about. Countering spells doesn't actually work.
And here he's just going to say go, I think.
And then you just get a free precog?
Yeah, I haven't deployed this Dawn of Hope yet. I'm content to just...
But you're gonna.
Right here, I think I am.
Probably.
I just am content to sit behind all my lands and stuff and whatnot. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Here, I'll deploy a Dawn of Hope. I've just got so much stuff. I've got a negate for any shenanigans, any planeswalkers. I've got a ton of creature removal.
Gotta read this card.
Just gotta make sure I know what it does exactly.
I mean, I don't care what it does. I'm countering it.
No, I'm not countering it. I've got plenty of removal for it.
I'm still countering it.
Go ahead and go to combat. Mortify. And here with my Dawn of Hope now, I'm just going to start making 1/1s and doing literal nothing else.
Yeah, I mean...
There's no reason to do anything else until he forces me to.
Yeah, you could just make 2 dudes and then...
And that's what we're going to do. Here we're going to see me struggle to find some lifelink dudes for a minute. I found one, and then I was just like, I'm going to have a million of these, so I'm just going to use this one.
Yeah, there should be 2 in there, right?
I found one.
Okay, I mean, someone could have stolen it. That happens often.
And I'm like, I'll just use another one. And I'm like, matter of fact, no.
Yeah, no, regularly the tokens just kind of get stolen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but why?
Because if you don't have it, obviously you need it.
I mean, I bring these from home.
That sucks. Gonna get in for 2 here, gain some life. No, he's gonna get in for 1, actually. I forgot about the shock. Trading shocks for my 1/1's always good.
I mean, hey, you know what? You do you, man.
Drawing a card off my Dawn of Hope there. Anthony has continued to just draw lava coils.
Solid.
He's got 3 of them in his hand. I mean, they kill 1/1s.
Yeah. Not profitably. Pulling up his sideboard guide.
Yeah, he's like, man, I already know.
Yeah.
Well, and you can see my hand's just completely stacked with everything I need. There's the Teferi, and I'm pretty sure this is where he scoops.
I would.
Yep. And we're going to be going to game 2 here.
So what do you board in?
Well, my board plan for this deck, because I didn't see any 1-drops or 2-drops really, I boarded out my Moment of Cravings because I didn't put them on Llanowar Elves. I boarded out 1 Cry of the Carnivarium, and I just went up to my bigger removal. Like, I boarded in Settle the Wreckage. I boarded in some Hostage Takers, which we'll see that one come into play. I boarded in some Lyras. We'll also see that one come into play here in game 2. So I just wanted to be, just make some improvements on my card selection, get rid of the negates, get rid of some of the worst removal, and bring in the better removal, basically.
Right. Yeah, I see a lot of these decks like having 4 Zertog Goblins into the sideboard for control matchups.
Yeah, he didn't have those for me. He actually tried to go really big out of the board. In
it looked
game
like he was
2,
boarding them in.
Did it? I don't know. Maybe he might have. I didn't see them.
Okay.
He tried. I saw on turn 2. I thought I erasured him, and we'll see. He had an Immortal Sun, a Karn, and something else. I can't remember what. But he tried to go really big against me, and that's honestly not where you want to be in the mid-range versus control matchup. You just got to kill me because I'm going to beat you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
yeah, that's where a lot of the Gruul Midrange decks, they turn into this aggro deck game, too. So you see him boarding out like Lava Coils, Shocks,
Chain Whirlers.
That looks like it. And then I'll see when he picks it up to see what he pulls out.
He's boarding out 9 cards there. That's a lot.
Something like that. So yeah, see,
there's the Zertot.
No,
those
that's
aren't
Cindervines.
Yeah, those are Cindervines. So yeah, he's got Sorcerer's Spyglasses there. That yeah.
So yeah, I guess they've probably changed a bit. I haven't played Standard in a few weeks.
Well, he probably is just like I'm gonna try and go along with you with Karn and card advantage.
It's more so that I think they're having to design the deck more so to not lose to Wilderness Reclamation.
That's fair.
So they probably replaced the 4 Zertot Goblins with 4 Cindervines.
Okay.
Just to like not lose to Wilderness.
Cindervines is also just really, really good.
Yeah.
I think it's better than just Zertot Goblin. Basically in almost any control matchup.
Most times, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of very good targets in this current meta for Cindervines. Just plus, if it sits there for 5 turns, it could deal 5-6 damage.
Yep. I mean, that's the point of it.
Yep. You can see Anthony really taking his time with his sideboard here. I think he's got it now, though. I did too, though. I wanted to make sure I did it right. I had a bit of a problem deciding exactly what cards I wanted to take out. I liked a lot of what was in my main deck because it's really good against these, just kind of slower mid-range decks that are just trying to play a bunch of creatures and go big.
Right.
That's exactly what I want to play against. So I think Anthony's very heavily disfavored in this matchup, just on paper. Yeah. I think he gets a little better game too. But we'll see real quick here that things just don't exactly pan out for him. He gets really unlucky. He keeps a good hand. Like, we'll see it off this Thought Erasure here. He keeps a really good hand, and I have to think about really what my best course is here. So you can see, keep in mind, he keeps a hand with
a bunch of 4-drops and a 5-drop.
Yeah.
A 6-drop or something like.
He's got a 6-drop, a 4-drop, a 2-drop, a 3-drop. Yeah. No, he's got 2 4-drops, a 2-drop, and a 6-drop.
I mean, at least he gets this Spyglass off first, right?
Right. I've got a lot of lands in my hand. I kept 4 lands, Lyra, Thought Erasure,
That's all you
and
need.
something else. I think a cry, the one cry that was left in. And I drew another land off the top. So him Thought Erasure, not Thought Erasure, Spyglassing me here is totally fine.
Yeah.
He's just gonna name the Teferi. That's not how I'm winning this game. If I'm gonna win this game, I'm probably just gonna win with this Lyra.
Yeah, I was gonna say he either names Teferi or Dawn of Hope.
Yeah, and I think the name's just Teferi.
Yeah.
Like, you're more afraid of Teferi than you are the Dawn of Hope.
Yes and no.
I mean, they're both just awful to deal with.
Yeah. And then,
So, we're going to see. I thought Erasured him here.
So he's got a Cindervine.
He drew a 3rd land.
Oh, wait, no, that's a Spellbreaker.
Yeah, that's a Spellbreaker. So, I sat on this decision for a long time. Not a long time, but like a good amount of time, because I couldn't decide if I wanted to take this Phoenix, which is the most problematic card for me, or if I wanted to take the Spellbreaker and try to strand him on 4 drops, right? Because he's got no other play right now.
Yeah, I think personally, I take Phoenix.
I took Spellbreaker.
Okay.
And I trusted that him not... Because if he draws a 4th land in time, he's probably not drawn some action, and that gives me time to play lands and eventually get to this Lyra. If he doesn't draw lands and he draws just like 3 mana spells and under even, I'm going to win.
Right.
So I feel like doing that, as long as he doesn't have 4 lands on exactly 4, is leading me to a victory.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I just personally would take the Phoenix because I know that I don't really have removal to deal with it.
Well, we do actually. We have 2 Vraska's Kingdoms.
I guess I forget you're on.
Cry of the Carnivarium gets rid of it. What else? Hostage Taker steals it. You can double removal it easy.
Yeah.
Lyra beats it, as we see here.
Oh,
and you can see he's just my taking the Spellbreaker here really paid off.
Yeah.
He's got no board other than this Spyglass. I got very lucky, and he got punished. I got to connect with the Lyra Dawnringer. So I'm feeling like this game's now just out of reach. Doesn't really matter what else happens at this point, in my opinion.
I mean, he gets to just, exile your Thought Erasure.
That's fine. Yeah, go ahead, and I let him do it.
Doesn't even matter, but, I mean, he gets it, right?
And I have a Hostage Taker in my hand that I'm just going to take the Dire Fleet with. And play the Dire Fleet, and now I've got 9 power in play, and I'm like, do something about it,
Yeah. If he did hit his 4th land, though, that would have been kind of rough.
Well, even, once I had the Lyra and he didn't have his 4th land, I thought the game was too far out of reach for him.
Most likely, but...
I mean, his hand is chock full of stuff, but I have an Absorb in my hand, so he's never removing this Lyra until I let him. Which he eventually does get it down. He takes it down, but I didn't care at that point when it eventually went down.
Yeah, he's got a Cruel Harpooner in hand, so I guess he will get it at some point. Gotta get creatures in his yard first.
Yeah.
I mean, just beat with Lyra, right?
No, I'm just going in. Because I've got a Cry of the Carnivarium in my hand, so if he wants to trade his Phoenix with either of the 2 dorks, that's fine.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to let him, chump the Lyra here. He's going to go to 6, and I just mortify the token.
Yeah.
So here he's going to be able to crawl Harpooner. I didn't have an Absorb, that's right. I had nothing but removal. But, honestly, I was so far ahead, I didn't care. You can see the life totals are 35 to 6. I've got 2 board wipes and a piece of spot removal in my hand. It's like, go ahead, take your thing back. You're at 4. He's fighting. He's trying. But he's on 1 spell a turn, and I'm on 1 removal spell a turn. This Siege Gang Commander is really good against me here if I don't have exactly Cry of the Carnivarium. Because it leaves the Hostage Taker behind. Mm-hmm. So I was like, don't even bother finding the goblins, man. I'm not going to make you waste your time.
Good thing you didn't attack with the Hostage Taker.
Oh, I know. It's a 0-1.
Some people just do it, and then they're like, yeah, I'll take
there's
2.
the Absorb in my hand.
Yeah.
And I'm like, now that I've got this Absorb, I knew I had the game locked up. I'm just going to let this thing resolve. because I have the Contempt in my hand for it. And I can hold up this Absorb for literal any spell he tries to cast next turn.
Mono 4-drops.
Yep. Immediate Absorb. And that's going to be the game.
Just play a Felidar Guardian at instant speed, you win.
Yep. It was just like, yeah, man, my hand's just nothing but removal spells. We could play here all day.
Yeah.
All right, well, that was, just a typical Esper versus Gruul matchup. Esper's really favored. That's how it goes, though.
Yeah.
We'll see you for round 2.